What's up, bro? What is your honest opinion about about the video Kuti made, saying that you are not your body, you are spiritual?
Okay. Hi, my name is Bandiroga. I want to comment on the video I saw Kuti made. Said you are not your body, you are your spiritual self or something.
Yeah.
I think that is a fundamental misinterpretation of what really is, because as a human being, you must be grounded upon the very fact that you are your body, you are your flesh and blood. That is a fundamental fact to reality. For anyone to say you are not your body, they are insinuating you are a dead man, because you should not mistake you, the body, and the functionality of the body. How the body functions is what is called the mind expression. But you must be grounded that you are the body, because to say you are not the body is a fundamental miseducation in the school of thought that I'm coming from. Because if you check on the definition on what death defines, you will see death defines the cessation of all bodily function, meaning death itself implies you are the body. So even life, if you check on the definition of life, life defines the condition that distinguishes organism from organic or non-organic. You understand?
Yeah.
So life itself tells you it's a condition of what? Bodily function, animation. So the definition of life tells you you are your body. The definition of death tells you you are your body. So I think when people say you are not your body, they are trying to insinuate you are your spiritual self. But your spiritual self is just the
imagination.
Yeah, it's imagination, you say, but your spiritual self is just describing how the functional body is operating. You understand me? Because your spiritual self, in real sense, is your thinking self. In old English, when they say you're spiritual or somebody is spiritual, in modern English, that's mentality. It's mental health.
Yeah.
It's your mentality, because it is what's going on inside of your body, your sensory, the sensationalism. So when that video that Kuti said you are not your body, I think what he is trying to say is you are your mind expression. But the way he said it there is misleading to some. You have to understand, we Africans, for those that have come out of religious belief, they tend to spiritualize everything. They tend to, we Africans, there is this spiritual, I call it redundancy, because it is the misinterpretation of the natural something. Most people that hang themselves on spiritual stuff, I bet you they don't understand, or they lack the knowledge on the natural stuff.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
Yeah, because our world is this world is a natural world. It is not a spiritual world.
Mine.
This world is a seen world. It is not an unseen world. Yeah. When you hear unseen or when you hear spiritual world, it is the imaginative aspect of man. Man is mind expressed, mental. So how the body functions is the mental state of man. You see? So how the body functions is the mental state of man. So for someone to say you are not your body, you are misleading. You are taking people from practicality into spookism. You are taking people from practicality into spookism, bro. So I don't think to say you are not your body is proper education.
No, for me too.
I don't think not, because you are not really interpreting what really is. Let me tell you something. You are your body. You must be grounded on that fact. You are the flesh and blood. Okay. How the flesh and blood function is what is called a mind expression. So when you hear somebody say your spiritual self, They are talking about your mentality. Now, if you try to want to be superstitious in what you mean, then that's spookism. The spiritual somebody cannot do nothing. Or the spiritual somebody is someone who is confused with the natural world. The knowledge in this world is centered on the natural world. You understanding how the natural world functions will erase all the spookism about a spiritual world.
It separate you from this spiritual bullshit and all that.
Yeah, that's the truth. And if you see people that are so much inclined on spiritual stuff or spiritual world, these are the same people who cannot explain to you the natural phenomenon in life.
The natural phenomenon in life has evidence. You can see the trees. These are the evidence of natural. This spirituality, can someone show me any evidence of spiritual or something like that?
This is the mind redundancy I'm telling you our people are stuck upon that now allow us to misinterpret our very reality. And this is the thing that saddens me, that most of our people who we look up to give us some certain clarity in life are the most ignorant of us.
Yeah, misleading.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because if you cannot explain to me what the world is, why are you concerned about who created the world? This is the same thing I asked the other guy one day. He was asking me who created the world. I asked him, how can you, an intelligent person, will not ask a question like who created the world? It is the world, the natural world is not something you ask who. It's something you ask what. Because you have never seen any who creating anything. So why will you, except you have been dogmatically handicapped and erased from reality for you to think that, like, for example, ask any average African now that who created you. They will tell you, they will not even call their mama. They will say God.
But there is no evidence that God created you.
No. It's a redundant question to begin with, because a human being is not created. A human being is born. There is a difference between created and born.
Yeah.
The flesh and blood is not created. Flesh and blood is a transformation from sperm and egg.
Yeah.
So you are soft. See, I tell you, I'm very saddened with our people and the way we think. I'm telling you, we have a fundamental misinterpretation of the very reality we are living, and then we wonder why we are